Hello, good evening. Today we are back doing another ramble, but like crochet, because I have a lot of crocheting to do, and this is a great way for me to multitask. It also seems like you guys enjoy my rambles for some reason that I cannot personally comprehend. So, we're doing another one. I will try this time to show you my work before I close out the video so you can see how far I've gone. I realized I didn't do that last video. I was like, how rude of me. So I'm gonna try and correct that this time. You know, I don't actually style my hair to do this. I'm just growing out my bangs and my hair dries in really weird ways. I know it seems fake, but I legitimately don't style them to do this. They do it by themselves. I'm doing my best not to really heat style my hair right now, so the wacky ways that it decides to dry is how it ends up. And sometimes that's very unfortunate. But right now it just seems to be set on creating these little wings, horns, I don't know what you would call them. It's kind of cute. So I let it stand. So today I was excited because I got in a new shipment of yarn, and I know that seems silly, but for anyone who works with yarn, does yarn craft, you know the joys of getting new yarn. Though for me, it's just a restock of yarn. It's nothing new. But it's still exciting to get that new yarn in and feel it for the first time, because I order it online and see how soft it is. Because, you know, I can look at reviews and people say, yes, it's so soft. But how soft? How soft is so soft? Your measure may be different from mine. Right now, we're experiencing nice cold weather for the first time this fall. Like actually cold, where I feel like if I don't go out with some sort of jacket or sweater on, I might actually get a little chilly, which is groundbreaking. When just a few weeks ago we had highs near 90 degrees. I may yet do another crochet ramble because I have an item that I am making for a friend for their birthday, and I do need to work on that. But if I do that, I'll have to instruct them not to watch that video. parents are nice to me, and they may not like ASMR, but they will interact with my videos just to support them. So I will have to have them not watch that one. Their birthday is approaching very fast, though, so I must also work fast. Thankfully, their gift will be made out of thicker yarn, and so the actual crocheting will go faster. The thicker the yarn, usually the larger the needle you want to use, and the bigger the needle and the thicker the yarn, the faster your project will grow. But the thing is that if you're using a thick yarn, a big needle, your project is probably going to be pretty big. I saw someone on TikTok once crochet a whole possum for their partner that was about the size, if not bigger, than a full-grown human, out of big thick yarn. It was extremely impressive, and I cannot imagine how much time that took them or how bad their hands hurt after they finished. It must have been a tremendous task, but it was cut down to a very short amount of time for consumption on TikTok. I've started to think also, and please do not groan when I say this, because I know it'll not be welcome at this point in time, but I'm also thinking about Christmas presents. Crocheting takes a decent amount of time, and I make something handmade for every person in my immediate family. It is a tradition. And then something for my two closest friends also, who are online friends, and so I have to ship their presents off, and so they need to be made early. So what I'm saying here is that I have to start early on everything. I will say though, my father is notoriously hard to make presents for, and I am still kind of at a loss as to what to make him, because, you know, I've kind of already made him everything under the sun that I can think of, at least, to make him. There must be something else. I can't think of what, though. So I have been devoting a lot of brain power to that, because ideally I would have already started, and I have not. I've been quite busy. I haven't had the time. So you may see more Crochet With Me videos. Another craft I'm working on, though, is a homemade divination board. If you don't know what a divination board is, it's a board that you can use your pendulum with, which is usually a rock or crystal of some sort on a chain that you can use to indicate yes or no answers with when you're talking to spirits, ghosts, whatever you want to call them, supernatural creatures. I talk to my spirit guides through the pendulum, and A divination board allows you to ask them more specific questions because usually the ghosts or the spirits, whatever you wish, can only indicate yes and no. But with a divination board, you have different answers written on them. Yes, no, maybe, rephrase, and then numbers and letters, months, days, anything like that to make communication with those otherworldly beings more practical. So, I have been making one because the more homemade something is, the more close it is to your energies and therefore better for divination. And also because I get to not spend money that way, which is very important to me. But since I've been so busy, I haven't been able to work on making it yet. So I'm hoping to have some time soon because I have everything I need. I just need the time to do it now. I have to decide what design to put on the board though, because I'd like to put some sort of design, and I've seen many divination boards that are just gorgeous, but I do have the limitations of my own artistic ability, and I can draw, but I am also realistic with my expectations, so I don't think I can draw that well as to measure up to a lot of the beautiful boards I've seen. So this is my progress during the course of this video. It is tall enough now that I can start adding the little wiggles at the bottom. This is of course going to be another ghost. Surprise, surprise. That's all I make these days. And then it'll get its face and a bow on top, and then get stuffing put here on the cavity, and then the bottom will get crocheted up, and then it'll be finished. So when I'm leaving off of work, I pull out this stitch so that it can't get unraveled if it's pulled on. Great tip for beginners. Please do that. It'll save you a lot of grief. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will sleep well tonight and that you have a good night. Bye.